What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Varsity Overland channel. Today's video is a little bit of an unexpected one. I actually thought today's video was going to be all about my big reveal regarding the wrap that I recently had put on the top of my Prinsu on the wind fairing and then on my tailgate. But instead, it's actually turned into a little bit of a troubleshooting video. While the company was installing my wrap on the wind fairing for the Prinsu, they went to go take it off and realized that a bunch of the hardware behind there was rusted apart on the Prinsu. And I've had the Prinsu for barely over a year. I got it in February, the end of February 2021. And that was the purchase date. So I actually would assume it was a few weeks later that I actually had it installed. And I had it installed professionally by a well-known, reputable company here in Connecticut. So I have no idea what to expect. They did put it back together a little bit themselves before I brought it home. So not exactly a great place to start, but I'm going to take it apart today and maybe show you what's underneath. I have no idea what to expect. I talked to Prinsu already about whether or not they can help me with the issue, and I'll let you know how that conversation went as well. So stick around because I have no idea what's going to happen here. Well, that's not a good way to start. These bolts are so fragile that they strip like in 5 seconds. All right, so here's what we're dealing with up here. Unfortunately, there's no way to do this without showing you my pretty new Topo wrap. So, ta-da, here it is. But, yeah, so you can see these screws, or bolts, or whatever you want to call them. I mean, they give out way too fast. This one's stuck in place. Looks like it's stuck right on the wrap when they bolted it back into place. But if you look through, see if I can hold the camera still. See that in there? I see rust. Not a good place to start now. And I'm afraid that's exactly what's behind every one of them. And I'm not really sure why. If water's getting through here, the backside at all. I mean, these ones aren't rusted at all coming through. I've removed 2 of them already. Just, you know, putting my awning on and taking it back off. I've never removed this wind fairing at all. It was installed by Truck Toys. Very popular company, very reputable company here in Connecticut. And I have no idea why they'd be rusting. And if you happen to know more, feel free to share that information with me. So I'm going to get the rest of them off. Hopefully I'll be able to see what it's like underneath. Alright folks, well, got the Prinsu off, or at least the wind fairing for the Prinsu. and it is not pretty. Not pretty underneath there at all. See what we're dealing with up here now that the whole thing is down. And my fears have been realized. All of these little kind of attachment like T-slots along the track, they are all rusted, every one of them. Obviously this is dirty. Prinsu's been on there for almost a year. But yeah, check that out. That's wild. What am I supposed to do about that? So, I guess the plan is I'm going to take these off so I can take the whole bar out. Hopefully I can remove these and maybe get some replacements. So, now it's time for the fun part. Now it's time for me to tell you what my experience was with Prinsu when I reached out to them regarding this rust issue with their components. So initially, probably about a week ago, I sent an email to the warranty department, and the response back that I got was that rust is not covered under Prinsu's warranty, and the components that I needed to replace could be found at my local hardware shop. And I found that so interesting, I guess. I don't know, maybe I wasn't sure if it was me not being well versed in dealing with these companies, or having a lot of experience kind of dealing with this kind of equipment. But I don't know, that really surprised me. I've only had it a year and it's broken down like this. The components have broken down like this over the course of a year. I mean, it's rusted to the point where I can't use it. It's done. And I'd have to replace not just the bolts, but also, the T-slot kind of like attachment points. And I don't know how to do that. I don't know where I'm going to find that. I mean, I'm going to take the bar off and, kind of try to chisel them out of there, out of the track, but I don't know about finding the replacement part, So that was my initial kind of interaction with Prinsu. After I got that email, I then went on to Instagram and I messaged Prinsu on their Instagram page. And I don't know if I was talking to somebody else, I assume so. And they said that they were unsure. They were going to look into it and get back to me. A couple days passed. They said that they talked to their warranty department and kind of came up with the same answer. But that they would kind of hook me up with someone specific. And there weren't really any names given, so I don't know about positions of people I talked to or exact people I talked to. But literally over the course of making this video, over the course of the past half hour or so, I received an email from Prinsu saying that although rust is not covered in their warranty, they're going to hook me up and they're going to send me everything that I need. And I am over the moon excited about that, because I don't know how I was going to do this. I mean, the bolts or the screws or whatever, like those could be replaced. That's not a big deal. But the sliding parts, the actual threaded pieces, my head was spinning. I don't know. I didn't know how I was going to find those things. So they're going to hook me up. They're going to send me what I need, which is great. And I appreciate that a lot. My only partial concern is, if it happened once, what's going to stop it from happening again? And I'm very thankful that I'm getting, the opportunity to work with Prinsu like this, and kind of create somewhat of a relationship so that I can replace those parts. But I'm worried that a year from now, if I have to take the wind fairing off for some reason, everything will just fall apart again. So I am extremely thankful, and I hope it all works out, and I hope I don't ever have to really revisit this issue again. But it's something to consider. So keep that in mind. If you happen to know anything about the Prinsu rack, or even like the chemistry of the metal, and how it might interact with each other to cause rusting, or whether or not there is a flaw with the front section of the Prinsu, comment down below and let me know. If you think that I did something wrong as far as the whole disassembly part, or whatever, let me know. I didn't install it, so keep that in mind. There was a company that installed it, and they are a great company. They do work for trucks like like no one's business. They're kind of like the foremost, best kind of, I guess you could say, custom truck shop in Connecticut. And I really doubt that it was something they did wrong. So yeah, I'm rambling, but Prinsu, CBI, I appreciate it. You're helping me out a lot. Customer service is on the upside for me right now, and that's a good feeling. So yeah, I'm going to close this out. I'm not going to have the components for maybe a week and a half or so. So I'll have to catch up with you guys and let you know how everything turned out. Right now, the wind fairing is going to be off the truck. I'll probably just park in the garage to make sure it doesn't get weathered too much. And yeah, that's all I got. So fingers crossed, hoping for the best. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Peace, people.